Hello Gemini, welcome to ChrysalisInvictus. This is a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, you may want to try one of your other placements. Ooh, an explosion of cards here. So these are channeled messages, and they work with the Celtic Wheel of the Year, meaning that they tend to sort of run from Sabbath to Sabbath, so different positions on the Wheel of the Year. And that could mean, you know, to the next one at Beltane, or it could be all the way to the next spring equinox. So we find that as we go. Just give me a moment. So just feeling into the energies here. One of the big themes that feels important right now at this time and moving forward is family. What does that mean? Legacy. Perhaps you are in a position where you're really considering those sorts of things, like who are my predecessors? How do I echo out into the universe? And this could be through genealogy, but it could also be through just energy. So let's take a look at what cards you have. So we have the Four of Wands. And it came up reversed, but I'm going to leave it that way. We have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, strong emphasis on love here. The way that you have built a foundation, the way that you have, it's almost like someone is offering you an ideal love, or that you had this idea of ideal love, but what comes in is, it pulls on your heart in that way, but it's not what you expected it to be. This could be getting offerings of love from an ex, or offerings of love from someone, or just like those connections, those past heartstrings that are still connected to some sense of home or family. The Lovers. Wow. When I shuffled and the cards all fell out, the cards that I was seeing were all cards of love. It feels like love is really, really strongly emphasized in your energy. I want to say for the next 5 months. There's something significant about the 5-month mark where there will be a choice to stay or to part, or there could be a parting, like someone needs to fly away, or someone needs to go on a trip or a journey. I need to turn this back over so that I'm reminded. Yeah, it's there's definitely a lot that's going to play on your heart. So what is your relationship to your heart? What is your relationship to love? And what is I think it's a lot to do with your imagination versus your imagination versus your reality. Are there expectations that you thought, or maybe gave up on? I want to say, like you gave up on certain expectations in the past, or maybe you thought that you couldn't build the home that you wanted to, or you couldn't have what you wanted to. And then there's this fresh energy that's coming in, and it's really playing on your heart. Something's going to awaken your heart space in the next little while, or it has already happened. And then it creates this choice of, do I hold on to my fantasy, or do I hold on to my imagination, or do I take the road of the real? It's a really strange kind of message. I hope this is making sense to you. this really feels like the strongest emphasis. So if you were kind of hoping that there was more about your career, it could be that there's something... You don't have to go far to transform the energy. You don't have to leave something in order for it to be what you want it to be. It's almost like having everything there, but just rearranging the pieces. And that could be for relationship or for career, but it will be very heart invested. This is your card as well. So it feels like the Gemini energy is going to be very strong within you. And that maybe sense of being torn, there's a need to really emphasize the heart space rather than the head space. And I know that's hard for Gemini half of the time. leave a comment. I do feel like Gemini tends to not lead with the heart, but there's heart there. This could be a really strong indication that it's time to lead with the heart. Because there's something else there. There's something else. Okay. We have the card of giraffe. The bigger picture. Take a step back and gather your thoughts and feelings. Okay, so this is aligned with the thoughts being really far away. Like there's a danger here of creating even more of a distance between your head and your heart. But this is almost like letting your heart educate your head. Like taking a broad heart perspective. Like, how do I feel? How do I feel about this? Did I give up on something because I was heartbroken? Because I shut that out? And so have I been leading with my head and then putting more space between me and that stability or that transformative or transcendent experience? Like because one transcendent experience didn't work out, or because one situation didn't work out, have I then split myself even further? And how can I harmonize myself? How can I bring myself back together? What can I see from where I am? Yeah, this gathering, like I'm seeing like a gathering, like if you were to bring something, when you sweep and you bring things into a pile, it's kind of like that. It's a strange message, but I do think that there's a disappointment you've experienced around this time, or that you will experience in the next little while. And it may make you feel young again, but not in a way that you necessarily want to be young. Okay. And we have the card Garden Heliotrope. Oh, I have something on my nail. Garden Heliotrope. And it says devotion, dreams fulfilled. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. This is what I'm saying. There's this connection to your dreams, to your younger self, to some sort of disappointed hope. For those of you, maybe if you were married before, and you're sort of like, oh, I've given up on having that kind of relationship again, or like that doesn't exist. It's believing that it exists again. So what dreams have you lost? And it's interesting too, because we get the card here of hope, right? And it says, an idea, like a single acorn, can start a wondrous forest. And this is an idea that's nurtured by your heart space. Again, I just keep repeating that, but that's the message. Let go. Enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight. Yeah, so if there's something that you are really deeply connected to because of, it makes a lot of intellectual sense, or you're holding on to it because it feels like it's a placeholder for this younger, fresher, maybe more naive energy. Like, can you lean into being naive a little bit? Can you lean into letting go in that way? It's like infusing, almost like, I feel like, Gemini, you need to swallow some sun and place it in your heart space and just feel your heart fill with that light and that beaming and that sun and that brightness, and just let that grow out from you. So maybe that's a meditation you could do, eyes closed, just sort of letting that glow out from your center. This feels like a really specific message, but that's where I'm going to leave you. Thank you so much for joining. Like, comment, subscribe if you like, and I will see you later.